what did you do to make them drive good with carrying all that extra weight in the back?
Well, you put extra springs in it and extra shock. You put 2 shocks at each wheel, and you'd have to go check your springs with a load on it, not empty, because you wanted the car to look like it didn't have nothing on it. If you went down the road and passed a sheriff or ABC guy, he'd see you dragging the back end on it, or it's way up high. He knew you was violating the law because nobody had nothing like that.
Keeping the car level, both loaded and unloaded, was a challenge for our early bootleggers. If it were loaded and too low in the back, it'd tip off the revenuers. By the same token, if it were empty and too high in the back, the revenuers would get suspicious. So our guys needed a spring system that would work in both cases. Moonshiners and bootleggers were smart, and they were good mechanics, so they came up with 2 solutions to that problem. The first one, they would measure the arc of the rear leaf spring, which sets the height of the car. They'd build a bigger spring with more leaves, make it at the same arc, so when the car was unloaded, it'd be level, and it could carry more weight when they put the shine in. The second option is what we call the bootleg spring, a simple add-on. As the weight pushes down, the rear spring spread and pulled on that center spring. A lot of old garage door springs found new use with this idea. The old bootleggers and moonshiners, those guys knew a lot about how to make a car handle. This is a stock shock off a 40 Ford. It's a knee action shock. Not really primitive, it is adjustable. Well, they used to come in here and brace these arms because they'd bend with the extra weight from the shine and the speed that they were going. Then they realized that they could put 2 together. They just bolted them together over the frame rail, and that made the car handle better. In later years, as this style shock was developed, the bootleggers realized they could take one of these shocks and one of these shocks, still control the weight and the speed, and have their adjustability. They were pretty smart guys.